What's up, friends of the good mood? This is Manni and welcome to an hilarious Invincible enemy bug that I think every one of you guys out there can replicate. And if you've already seen this video on the Manni-Gaming channel, be aware I deleted them there and uploaded them here now, because this is now the place for Armored Core 6 video content. And for those who followed over here to support me, watch time is the #1 criteria. So stay till the end, watch the whole thing, maybe even twice. That really helps. In the Steal the Survey Data mission, where at a certain point in the mission you get to this wall with a gate, and behind that you'll see this heavy MT sitting around. And normally you would fly over the wall and trigger the next event. But if you just shoot him from here with big slow homing missiles like I do, or you send other weapons that reach this far, you will catch his attention and he will come towards you. And when you just do it enough and you just annoy the living hell out of him too much, he will actually come and fight you actively and jump over that wall. And this is what's gonna happen here. However, the thing is, that is not supposed to happen. This guy is supposed to die in an event that triggers once you cross the wall. You're gonna see what I'm talking about in just a minute. But for now, you see, he's like fighting me now because he's really aggroed. And what I didn't expect, I thought I could just cheese him here. But then suddenly he jumps over the freaking wall and kicks the crap out of me. In short range, these heavy MTs are not so easy to fight. Thankfully, I managed to get him out of the way and kill him. And then I was like, wait a minute, dude. What are you still doing here? You're supposed to be destroyed. And then I see, like, he's hovering. He's trying to get back over the wall. It's like, what the heck? Okay, so you're invincible now. Is that it, huh? So if there's ever a mission or a secret situation where you get paid for the amount of damage you do, this is what we need to do. If you could just do unlimited amounts of damage and feed damage forever, there was a mission that gives you credit for that, that would be insane. But yeah, so this guy, as you see, I'm getting him staggered, I'm kicking him, I'm doing everything I can, but this guy just can't die. He's completely invincible, because this is not his time to die. He's supposed to die in the other event. I'll show you in a second. So what I'm now trying to do, I'm trying to figure out if I can help him back over the wall, because this is obviously where he wants to go. He wants to go back. He's like a salmon. He comes back to his birthplace to die. And so now he's on the wall. I'm kicking him over it one last time. Pop! And so now he's on the other side. And you notice he becomes aggro again. Now that he's on this side of the wall, he begins to get aggro again. And now the sequence or event has triggered. You see the text and the communication in the screen top. And that is when he becomes vulnerable again. So the next kick simply instantly killed him. And if you want to know what the event is that you're supposed to, well, that's supposed to kill him, because I killed him so early now, because I already dropped him to 0 HP before, this is the event. This battleship comes flying over the canyon, and normally it kills him for you, but that reminds me of a really funny situation I also had during my most intense PvP situation with the double miniguns shredding the hell out of the enemy here. But in the end, something extremely unusual happens. You'll see it here in just a few seconds. If you haven't yet seen it, stay tuned. It's just 30 seconds away or so. I was battling this guy, and we were both like shredding each other like crazy, and I thought I had him because I had more HP. Unfortunately, though, I made a mistake, and I got myself staggered in the end, took a ridiculous amount of damage. You'll see this happen in just a few seconds. And while that happened, I thought I'd die now. But I got out of this in the last second, and I shred him and shred him and shred him, and then I get destroyed, and I thought, oh, dang it, he got me. And then I said, wait, enemy destroyed too? And then, wait, what? Phase 1 you win? So I got destroyed, and I felt like I got destroyed first, but somehow the game decided that he died first. And maybe my bullets did reach him first. So yeah, that was a really, really crazy thing as well. So it reminded me of that, and so I attached it to this video here too. Check out the full video if you haven't yet seen it. And yeah, here's the end of this mission that we have seen before. That battleship up there, usually it kills all the enemies down there for you with these beautiful blue lasers. And you don't really have to do anything. You just fly up on the canyon and wait for this to happen. But afterwards, they are dropping a whole bunch of ACs at you. The most of them are relatively quickly killed, but there's one of them that is real, like a boss. And this guy is real kick-ass there. I hate him. He has a shield, he's fast, he's like annoying as heck, and he has those friends that you have to first eliminate because they're living hell. And that's the guy here with his shield and everything. I dash into the wall and make a bit of a mistake here because I was so stressed. In the heat of the moment, I was so stressed with all the guys shooting me, and then every time I try to kick him, he also flies away, and it's perfect bot level perfection there. However, I do get him finally staggered in the end, and then I mess up my kick. Alright, so let's try and get him killed. He's only down of 10%. How hard can it be to get the rest of the 10%, right? Right? Well, it can be pretty hard, because that guy evades pretty much everything. That kick, poop, perfect evasion, yeah? And then at the end, oh, thank goodness, good I got him. But that is not it. If you think that is the end of the mission, that only gives you 100,000 credit reward, or at least that's what it says in the stats. You get more rewards as you play the mission, but you look at the mission, you think 100,000, it must be an easy mission then, and you go here, and you find yourself struggling with this, with these many ACs, and the big AC that's really powerful. And then after that, there comes drones flying in, and you also have to battle this battleship there. And it turns out that the battleship is actually not so hard to kill if you just manage to fly on top of it. You can just destroy the bridge pretty fast, especially with weapons such as these here that basically deal area damage when the enemy stands inside of it, and the bridge obviously remains where it is. So 2-3 shots, boom, bridge destroyed, and the battleship goes down. So the battleship itself is not that big of a deal. Those mechs, however, are. They're really hard to beat. Yeah, so that is another mission that goes down, and I have one more for you that I want to show you, but let me first show you. This is a PCA, the Planetary Closure Administration. Really, really insane faction in the game. They're basically the God faction. They're so powerful that all the other factions, like their little skirmishes, they seem so insignificant now that the PCA is here. Yeah, so we're fighting the PCA a lot here, but we're still fighting the other factions as well in their internal struggles. But, yo, most of the attention now goes towards the PCA. And now you think, oh, thank goodness, whew, we got that battleship out of the way. That was a pain in the butt. Thank goodness there was only one of them, right? And you like, special mission maybe, okay, cool. And then he's like, oh, hold on, what's that shadow coming from? Whoa, oh, another battleship. Oh, okay, maybe I can deal with one more of them. And you see, whoa, what the heck? There's a whole fleet of them. It's their so-called suppression fleet. That is like not just here. They have many of those, and they're everywhere. And these things are crazy. Right? And this is the first time I learned the name Planetary Closure Administration of the PCA. Up until that moment, I did not know what these 3 letters stood for. And yeah, you see they're like an insane fleet. You can't beat them, at least not here. Yep, that's the end of this mission. Very interesting. So you see how many battleships. This is like crazy. But yeah, let's jump into one more mission where we need to fire some or defend some nukes or some powerful missile launchers to then launch them into the skies against the PCA. So that's what we're doing here in this mission. I had a combination here of plasma rifle and I think plasma handgun, I think it's called, or pistol? Handgun, I believe. And we're defending these defense turrets here. This time they're not shooting us, actually. Pretty cool. And there's the big rocket launchers there on the side. You see them? Behind that nice machine gun turret. I like it. I wish I could carry those machine guns on my bot as well. Yeah, and so those rockets will fire in 5 minutes, but we have to fend off various waves of attacking enemies first. And that is where my handgun and my plasma rifle comes in. I really like the plasma rifle in PvE because it triggers that area effect that deals so much damage for a little charged, non-charged shot. However, the problem is that this thing is very, very weak against fast-moving targets. You always miss your shots, and yeah, I'm really struggling to take down ACs with this thing. As awesome as the weapon is against general opponents and mobs in Armored Core 6, those fast ACs, also multiplayer, I tried it, it's insanely difficult to make this weapon work. Because most of the time you just miss your shots. Maybe if you fly with a tetrapod from above and you land those shots with the area trigger close to the enemy, but they will not really sit long in these effects if they even get hit in the first place. So, Alright, so the next wave is coming from the center there between those two towers. I flew towards them here and I'm launching my deadly plasma attacks and getting them pretty well out of the air. Come on, you guys, you there, the last guy, you don't have to survive it. Come on now. Jeez, he didn't want to die. Alright, at the same time they're attacking from the other side, but the turret is also defending, so it's pretty cool. I wish I could... This is something they should maybe do, like you have some engineer perk and you can just place turrets like this. Look, I can send my rockets from here and kill the enemies from high up. Just basically playing artillery with these plasma missiles here. However, they don't have this much range. You see, I can't reach them all the way over there. They fall to the ground a little earlier than that. Somebody's shooting me from the side. Really? Yeah, so a bit of a more beefy bot is coming from there. I'm launching one more of my missiles here, and now we're paying attention to the beefy boy and hitting him with a charged shot from the plasma rifle. Boom. That's it for him. Meanwhile, only one of the enemies have survived my onslaught from above with the artillery. So we're getting this guy out of the way, and we're close to firing those nukes. I want to show you how it looks like when these nukes fly, because this is really cool. Also the explosion, amazing. So, more rockets coming in from above, taking down one of the dudes. Next guy makes it, unfortunately, but we get him after. And I'm just waiting and playing artillery turret from here. Wait a minute, where did they come from? They fell out of the skies? Okay. So, let's drop them, good. Pop, pop. Nice plasma bombs on them. This guy as well. It's not like he's got a chance. Uh-oh, he does damage to our right-sided rockets, look. He's shooting stuff at the rocket to the right side. He almost got it destroyed. So I should definitely pay more attention to the right side now. Not allow any more missiles to go there. There's 3 missile launchers, and I think only one of them has to survive. Obviously, I wanted all 3 of them to fire, because it's the best fireworks for you to see. And so, yeah, we're gonna do that. I'm not gonna let any of them die. Next guy coming in. Huh. I feel like there was video material from this mission where somebody was fighting a powerful AC. But that doesn't actually happen in this mission. It's funny. They must have taken it out, or maybe it's an upcoming mission, a future mission in the same map. This could happen, right? It's not rarely the case that they recycle a map in a later situation. For example, the wall is a very good example, because you have to drop or attack this so many times, and every time it's controlled by a different faction. So here comes the next battleship, and as you see here again, taking down these battleships is really not that big of a deal. They go down pretty fast. Just shooting down the bridge, and that's it. Boom. And 50 seconds left to go until the big nukes are flying. So, you think we can manage to not lose a single one? I guess I already gave away that I will not let that happen. Yeah, and ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't yet seen the other videos, then check them out, because I'm promising you, especially the one with the tetrapod Giga Chat in PvP with the missiles. It's incredibly funny, and the intense PvP battle. Yeah, for now, let's leave it as that. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like and comment down below, and if you haven't already, hit subscribe, as brutal as a man can hit, for more. Thanks for bearing with me, you guys are awesome as always. Manni signing off. Bye-bye. And there was the beautiful explosions.